Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a muscle car, otherwise some others would call it a street rod. Muscle cars, otherwise known as street rods, are street cars, but they're actually tuned for performance with a big block engine mainly out the front of the hood. Now the design that we're going to be making in this video is a crossover between a Cadillac Eldorado with the rear wings at the back, and made to resemble that similar of the Annihilator street rod from Burnout Paradise. So here are all the pieces you're going to need to make it. Out of all the creations you've seen in my previous videos, this is the only one that has got just mainly black pieces in. But I've got some lights on so you can easily see. Anyway, here are all the pieces you're going to need. I recommend pausing. And now we can start. You probably know the drill by now, but just in case you're new to this, we start with a 4x7 chassis. And just like all the videos that you've seen me make cars based on this chassis, the wheels always go last. So what we want to do first of all is fill up the inner part of the chassis with two 2x3 plates. Now to complete the rest of the middle part, we need the steering wheel and doors. It's obvious where the steering wheel goes. As for the doors, you're going to need two 1x3 bricks and put them on the ends. That's the middle part done. Now we're going to focus on the front part, which has a unique mudguard and the main front of it overall. So first, we're going to need two 2x2 corner pieces and put them on the undercarriage like so. Then to keep these two pieces together, we will need a 1x2 plate, and it will fit right here. Now for the end parts, we will need two 1x1 plates, transparent. And then to make sure that the whole thing is put together, we're going to put on two 2x2 corner pieces again. You want to replicate the same from the bottom, so they will go on like this. And finally, you already know by now, but a 1x2 piece here. Then to put the whole thing on, you'll probably think we're going to need a mudguard. The answer is yes, but we're not going to be using a regular 2x4 mudguard with studs. We're going to be using a 2x4 mudguard with studless fenders. I have seen that this is actually called a motor. So you want to put that in here. This gap here is where we're going to put in the big block engine. But because I don't want the front valve to make it look like it's being covered up, that's when we're going to move on to the next step. For that you'll need a 2x2 big block engine, otherwise known as a motor, and a 2x2 plate. And you want to put it on like this. And then it should go in place like this. Now for the front part, we're going to need a 1x2 plate with handle, and it will go right here. And finally, to cover up the fenders, we will need two 1x1 cheese slopes that look like this. So the next part we're going to focus on now is the back part of the car. To start off, we will need two 1x4 plates and put them on top of each other. I could just use 2x2 corner pieces to fit on the undercarriage, but I ran out. But anyway, on top of that, you want to stick on two 1x1 plates in transparent red to imitate the tail lights. Now in the middle of that, we're going to need a 2x3 plate. Put that here. And then the whole thing should go on like this. There we go. You can actually make this vehicle look more like a drag racer. To do that, just remove that piece, then put on a 1x2 piece with a ball bearing on the end. So you want to put on a 1x4 piece here. And then behind it, you want to put on a 2x4 mudguard like I showed earlier. Vehicle's nearly complete. All we need next are two 2x2 corner pieces, so that way it holds the whole thing together. Then do the same on the other side. And now for the last part here. This is what I was talking about, including the two wings on the back of a Cadillac Eldorado. For that, we will need two 1x2 slopes with those grills on. And now lastly, you probably saw this coming, but the wheels. You can use any wheel type you like. And there you go, that's how you build your own street rod out of Lego. Now, I must apologise in the previous video where I did my open wheel race car. I forgot to put on the screen what the model looks like on Lego Digital Designer. So I won't forget it this time. So when your vehicle's complete, it should look like this. Now you're probably wondering why this has actually got a gap here. Well, you see, just like yesterday when I showed you Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion, one of the Lego cats who had long hair, I actually have another one. Mari Makinami Elusius from the Neon Genesis movie Evangelion 2.0, you cannot. The reason for that is because, like Asuka, she's got long hair too. And the reason for the gap here is for the hair to fit in so she can still sit in the car, like this. I'm aware she's a bit high up. The reason for that is just so the hair doesn't get caught on any pieces or even flicks her off. But as you can tell by the gap, it fits perfectly for characters with long hair at the back. If you do some modifying on the back of the car, you can actually put on one of those 1x2 pieces with a ball bearing on, so it'll make it look like your car is like a drag racer, like this. I haven't got around to that part yet, so maybe I'll do a modification like that in a future video later on. And with that, that's all my Lego 4x7 chassis car instructions finished. But this isn't the end. I'm going to do one last video showing off all the cars and some extras. I'm even going to be including two exclusives that did not appear in any of these videos that you'll probably like to see. One of them will just be for the video only with no instructions for now, and the other one, its instructions will be released much later on. Anyway, that's all the cars, and stay tuned for my next video when I show off all the cars from the previous videos. Bye.